Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and you're welcome to the Shabbat of this morning. As you all know, our Shabbat this morning is Shabbat Haggadah. The head of the Shabbat is Shabbat that comes before the Pesach festival. And the Parashat that I'm talking about this morning is Parashat Tzav, which means to command. But I just have a short word of exhortation for us before we go home and before we go and prepare for the Pesach. I subtitled the Parashat of this morning as the inner clothing. The clothes that is inside, and we're going to see what I mean by that. How I get dressed in the morning depends entirely upon my weight. I'm talking about myself now, okay? The size of my clothing not only goes up or down, rather it also changes how I wear the clothes. My button-down shirt needs to expand at the seams, and my pants will vary upon up or down around my waistline. On the positive side, I have found that my socks always fit me at all times, and as the saying goes, that if the shoe fits, you wear it, right? So it's like that. So before I went for my training, I can see my wife complain that, my husband, you are having big belly, eh? You look big, eh? Okay. I said, what? But it's very hard. It's easy to gather weight, eh? It's easy to gather extra kilo of weight, right? But to get rid of them is very hard. So, but when I went down there and they teach me real life, I saw real life with my eyes, the training. Oh wow! I lose weight. I came back. My mother-in-law said, "Why are you like this? Why are you so lean like this?" I said, but it's all about the world. So now my pants cannot fit me again because they are bigger than me now. I need to go and look for a smaller pint so that because the weight is what is bigger. So as you say, but the thing I understand that my socks always fit. So if the shoe fits, let's wear it. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I estimate the majority of the time that we use the word wardrobe. I was talking about that this morning. It is used to describe the clothing of a woman, not necessarily the attire of a man. Can you see wardrobe? Instantly our mind, what? A woman. But the wardrobe is also for the men, right? But anything I talk about the wardrobe, the mind of the person always go right to a woman, not that of the man. At least not mine. The official definition and the etymology of the word wardrobe appear in the English language in the early 14th century. It originated from the old French word which means garderobe. The wardrobe is not an English word. We borrow it from them. But in the original French word, it means, the original word from France is garderobe. Or some people, they use the word warderobe or warderobe. It's different on the accent or from where the dialect of where part of France they are from. In which the word warder meaning to keep. To keep, that's the meaning of the word warder. To guard. And the word robe meaning what? A garment. Meaning guide the garment. The word robe meaning to keep the garment. To guide the garment. My take on this etymology of the word is that it's fairly well aligned with what I call warderobe. We mean W-A-R, war with the robe. With me, we are always fighting constantly with what kind of cloth fits us. What kind of clothes can we wear? If today you are like this, tomorrow you are like this, then you say, okay, I'm fine. Then you eat McDonald's again, then you are like this again. They say, oh, McDonald's is too much. Then you come back. So it's just a constant war between our weight. Some people say, you know what, I'm fat. Then let me go to the gym. They do the gym. They say, now I'm now 95 pounds. Okay, I'm good now. Then there's someone say, my friend, let's go to Timothy. Oh, yeah. I'm inviting you to. Then by the time you know you're 200 pounds, oh my God, then you go again, walk. Why? Because we want to keep ourselves, physical appearance, nice and wonderful. So we're always fighting with our own weight. And we're always fighting on what kind of clothes can we wear and how can we conquer this war. While it is true that clothing and manners do not make a man, however, the stuff the man chooses to wear greatly improve his what? his appearance. When I talk about man, I mean both men and women, right? So because in Canada now you have to be politically correct. Those who are watching me online, you know, don't say I'm not sexist. A man in Hebrew meaning man and a woman. Okay, so that is what I want you to understand. So now, but even during the week, a person needs to be presentable. As each of us, as each of us is the embodiment of Techelim Elohim, which means we are all created in the image of God. So there is we have a halacha in the Hebrew, laws that you have to be presentable, look presentable every time. There's a lot of halacha concerning a lot of like book that you have to read concerning that. Anytime you are they see you, anytime you're on the road, in your house, at your work, anything, you have to always be what? Presentable. You know, good looking. Because God means that. God always wants to be what? Good looking. But I'm not saying that you should spend 10 years only on your body and abandon your spiritual life. No. Because remember, God said, you shall go and tell them. Go tell the children of Israel that on the third day, let them come to the mountain. But not just coming onto the mountain. God said, let them do what? Wash their clothes. Be clean. That's the English word that says, cleanliness is next to what? Godliness. You have to be clean. If you are not clean, you say, I'm serving God and you are dead and you stink like a goat, then you have a problem. I don't know the kind of God that you serve. Even though the Kohanim, the Kohen Gadol, we're going to see, they change their clothes. They put on the new one, put on the good one, with the same nice. Come and meet the people. This cloth is for here. This cloth is for this one, this cloth for this one. Every cloth has its own what? Activity. Or the meaning, when they can wear it. Alright. In this week, Parashat Tzav, the Torah states in Vayikra chapter 6, verse 4 that we just read, he shall then take off his vestment and put on other garments. He shall then take the ashes to a ritually clean place outside the camp. So what does this mean? Rabbi Moshe Kobrin explained that the removal of the vestment is when the person reveals himself by taking off the outer or the exterior layer and fix the sins of the inner layer of the neshama, of the soul. Remember, in Egypt, the Torah said, and Joseph cried loud, and he told his servant to depart from him, and he revealed himself to his brethren. I am Ani Joseph. I am Joseph. Oh, well, the same argument here. So when the Torah is giving us the understanding that and the Kohen shall remove his clothing and put on another cloth. So God is trying to give us understanding here through Rabbi Moshe that this is what he's saying, that we have to remove the outer garment, the stinking one, the sin in our life. That is the outer garment. We need to remove those sins, and then we can now put on another one, a clean one. But if you look at it in the world that we live now, it's a different case. They tell you, don't worry, that cloth is good. Just come, take the new one and put upon the old one. But the old one is stinking. Even though the new one is clean and neat, it will always stink, because you didn't remove the stinking one first before you put the new one. People don't want to remove their old self, the old man. They want to leave it, and they want to have a new man. How can that work? They say a new life cannot start without the old life dying. But in the world that we live now is upside down. They want the old life to live at the same time with the new one. It can't be possible. And as I told us this morning, for God to use you, God has to break you down. Are you willing? The old one has to give way for the new one. But if the old one does not give way to the new one, it can never work. So, even though we can see it right here in the Torah, the Kohen has to remove that cloth that he used in the sacrifice, come out, put on another one, a new one, before he can present itself unto the people. And he can now take the ash and take it to a pure and a clean place. So, So the rabbi is telling us that it is that we need to remove the outer cloth, the sinful nature of us, of a man, then so that we can reveal the inner layer, which is the what? The neshama, the soul. It is upon him to search through his deed and heal the blemishes and put on other type of clothing. The removing of the stain and heavy garment and be replaced with light, clean, new clothing that is free of sin. This is part of the teshuvah process, which never really ends, but it is always a constant battle. Therefore, the changing of the garment is never ending. So this is the point the rabbi is saying. I don't know if you experience it. If you wear a cloth so long, I'm telling you, that cloth feels heavy on you. Maybe it's because too much dust, a lot of dust. But whenever you wear a new cloth, maybe that cloth, the old one, is even not. The weight and the if you wear it, when you take it new and when after you wore it for some time, maybe it's the same weight. But when a man, when a woman, when a person put on a new cloth, you feel fresh. Maybe it's because the scent is different. In a sense, nice, beautiful. Maybe what's the name of this thing that you put in the clothes to make it scent nice? I don't know. Some kind of, you throw it, I don't know. My wife always do that. When they do the dry, you throw something like that. Then the clothes smell fresh. It's like when you take the new, nice. Even though maybe the clothes, it's the same weight, like the one that you, but you feel fresh. You feel ease. You feel, nice, it's good. Right? So the same idea here, that when we remove the old man, when we remove the old clothes, the sinful nature that is heavy, that is pulling us down, and by the time we remove it, I will say, enough is enough. We don't need you again in my life. I don't need you again in my family. I don't need you again in my community. Right? I will put on the new one, the fresh one. We feel at ease. Wow! Then you look at yourself in the mirror. And there's another halacha that we have in our book, in the Talmud. It says that it's a command that in the Hebrew home, you must do what? You must have a mirror at the side of the door. Why? It's a law. Why do you do that? Why must you have a mirror at the side of the door? You have to have a mirror because when you come in, the first thing you see, you look at yourself. When you want to go out, the first thing you see, you do, my tie very nice, I want to look good, right? So the same thing. So if we want to now translate that in the spiritual way, do we see ourselves inside? Do you want to always look good? The way you want to look good outside, is it the same that you want to look good inside? Because it's not only the outside one that is the most important. It's important, I'm not saying it's not important, but the most important is the inner man. For you to look good inside, to look perfect, to look nice, to look wonderful, to look refreshed. So that is what the rabbi is telling us. Like here, I want to give us another example, as I said, this afternoon, where in some other religion, they will tell you that, as the rabbi says, it's a constant, what? It's a constant struggle. We, especially women, they want to look nice, and men also want to look nice and good, right? But the women are the ones that are always conscious about their weight. No, because they want to look always say, I don't want, because the world that we live now is a different world. But because in my own country, you know how you marry a woman, I'm telling you, I came here, my mentality changed. In back home, if we work with festival where the guests are come, the man will come and look, like you want to look for a wife to marry for yourself, right? You must marry a woman that is thick, that is big. That means, yes, she's ready to be a mother. She can walk at my home, in my farm, everything, assist me and help me. Right? That's our mentality. When I came out down here, they say, oh, you can only marry people that look like a broom. A broom, a single broom. That's it. The dream of Pharaoh, the cow that is dry, that is, they tell you that is fashion. And look at it. What is wrong with these people here? Because that is what they show them. The mannequin, the mannequin or mannequin? Okay, the mannequin, the people that go on the road, on the show, on fashion show. And the children, they have mentality like that. And they say, oh, no, there is, even though in nursing there is a kind of sickness they call where people want to starve themselves to death. I forgot the name, but I don't know. Anorexia, yes. They don't to eat. They say, no, I'm too fat. But you are dying. No. It's too glad. Oh, too glad is too much. That's the problem, because they sold that idea to the people. But the Torah is telling us here, that it is not like that. That if you as a person, it is a everyday constant changes, constant remembrance that you have to be fit, right? Because when you come and say, okay, I am saved, which is not the message of the Torah, you say, oh, you are saved now eternally. That's okay, I can do whatever I want to do because I am saved. But the Torah is saying another thing. That's not what the Torah says. Oh, Jesus, you say, Jesus saved me. Right? And I am saved for eternity. But I can go and commit sin. Go and be a bad thing. Oh, because yesterday I am saved now. There is no problem. That is not what Yeshua is saying. Yeshua is saying it's constant move, constant teshuvah, constant every time. It's a battle between us and Yeserah. The problem is the Yeserah, because the Yeserah never sleeps. And if the Yeserah never sleeps, who are you to go and what? And lay down and sleep? Because if you lay down and sleep, the Yeserah will be with you. You will never forget. So you have to have that constant struggle, fight that battle with Yeserah. I mean, the negative inclination that make us to commit sin. So we must always be on our guard, like the soldier, who is always guiding, the fence or the door, right? Always on guard, guiding ourselves against Yeserah, because we don't want to do what? Continue to commit sin. So it's a constant battle between these two forces, the positive side and the negative side. So it is a war against the Yeserah, using certain type of clothing to benefit us in the repentance process, ultimately growing closer to what? To whom? To God. Therefore, we are constantly changing, ridding ourselves of that sin, working on the next one to eventually change that one, and to do what? To improve constantly. It's a constant process. It's not just one-time process. I am saved and that is it. I'm free. Do whatever I want to do. They tell them Jesus is with them. Okay, hallelujah. Continue with your Jesus. We shall see when the time comes. Because the time that Yeshua is saying different thing, but that Jesus is telling them another thing. My hope, my prayer, and bracha for everyone is to have a full wardrobe and arsenal to fight the Yeserah, the evil inclination, to properly dress ourselves inside and also outside, so as to make us the men and the women who are proud to stand in the front of our Creator. Blessed be He. Then our Creator will look at us and say, yes, these are my children. They look good. They did exactly what I commanded them. They did what? They went, they washed their clothes, they are clean, and they are standing before me. Remember, it's a constant struggle. It's not one day struggle. It's not one day time, oh, hallelujah, I am done, oh, I can now fly like the bird. No. You have to always, constantly have a lot of clothes in your wardrobe. So that when the Yeserah comes, you change this one, you put another one. You change it, so you're always at your guard, guarding yourself, defending yourself against any of his tricks. He's very trickish and he's very, very smart. So you have to be smart. When it's one step, you should be 10 steps ahead of him every time. He's smarter than Yeserah. He's smart, but you have to be smarter so that you can always be guard with new clothes at all times. Parashat, Tzav, the inner clothing. That's the most important thing. For us to always have that inner strength, that inner energy that provides us the power to always overcome our negative inclination. Shabbat shalom.